Brosplay!
Welcome back to Jack 2. Hopefully that lined up.
In Jack 2.
Oh, who should we kill today? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Kill them all. Kill them all!
No, we're just not going to kill anybody. I don't know why I thought that was funny.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
On our way to the wrench. Whoa! Let's get those wrenches.
I think that would actually happen a lot if this world were real. There would be a lot of people that would die when they tried to like go under another vehicle and they got hit like head on.
Head, yeah.
Oh my god, head on collision.
Head on collision, except your head would be off at the end of that collision.
Oh my god.
Fuck. I knew there was a reason that
I knew you were doing something wrong.
I take the exact route each time, and I'm like, oh, let's do something different this time.
Guarantee you everyone watching was wondering that too.
It's like, well, yeah, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Don't fix it if it hasn't broken yet.
I love that. The way you flatten out in midair when you die like that.
You didn't even see me.
I didn't even see you. Yeah, it's kind of like they just decided that his death animation would happen wherever. Which starts to make me wonder, you know, does he actually even die on the ground, or is that just where he's standing, so that's where he happens to die?
Or does he die at all?
Does he die at all, or does he faint like a Pokemon?
He's fucking...
Dude, you're so dangerous.
Fucking guards, man. What's like a sick word for yellow?
Citrine?
No.
No, that's not a cool word.
Jaunty?
What about, is it mauve? What's the...
Mauve?
No. What's the French word for yellow?
Jaunt.
Jaunt? That's pretty cool.
I don't actually know.
Or no, is it Joan? Juan?
Juan.
Yeah, it's like Juan.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's kind of cool.
You gotta know Juan.
The shittiest description for yellow would be mustard.
That's what Dijon was all about, though.
Dijon, that's not bad, but that's more of a brown. Like, I find Dijon is not really yellow. Like, those guards you're talking about, because I'm assuming that's why you're asking.
Yeah.
They're very yellow. They're much more mustard than they are Dijon.
Sure, yeah.
You're actually such a dangerous driver. This is hilarious.
This is how they made the game, though.
But that's why
they want you to do this.
That's why we always drive with bikes, because when you have a car this size, it's almost impossible not to hit people.
Yeah, especially once you've already hit someone and there's like crazy shit happening.
Also, don't you think getting hit from the bottom would be the ultimate rear ending?
Yeah.
Is this Errol?
Yeah, it's Errol, man.
Oh, it's fucking Errol.
It's human Errol.
He looks so pathetic. Oh my god, yes. That's right, Errol.
He
pathetic.
Wears like a gross bug mask.
A little bit.
Anyway, this is the reason why we don't watch these anymore.
Yeah. I like that he's also taunting Jack, even though Jack could easily rip his face clean off. Why is Daxter driving?
I forgot how to play. I was holding the jump button, I guess.
Which is X?
Which is R1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
X is drive.
X is drive, yeah.
Are you going to be able to make this gap?
I love that these guys actually take...
Oh, it's backwards.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
it's mirrored.
I jump to... so nuts, man.
The jumping around the corner actually really reminds me of Double Dash, where you have to go around the corner and do that weird, like, shaking of the joystick in order to... It's basically like click play with a controller.
Sorry, what play?
You know what I said.
Click?
You heard me.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, click play, exactly.
Oh, click play, okay.
Yeah.
What?
I like that the race has changed. I feel like that's actually... Oh! I can't believe you almost made that.
What? What do you mean I failed?
That's like that gun that comes out of the water and just shoots you no matter what.
Yeah, but that made no fucking sense.
You didn't even blow up.
No, I kept going. I was still on the bike.
Man, the way
you guys hit by people.
The way you guys are all clustered like that reminds me of the Tour de France, where everyone's just basically on top of each other. You can do it. That actually seemed easier than the first race.
That's because it is. See that? There was another jump there. It was like an even bigger shortcut.
I don't know if that was a shortcut. I saw the jump.
Or was this the same course and we're in a different version of it?
That's my guess, is that they've augmented the same course. I think it's backwards, I want to say. Yeah, I think you're just doing it reverse. Oh boy.
Fuck out of my way. Fuck out of my way, you piece of shit.
Yeah, because you'd have to go that way. There's no way you could do that.
I gotta jump way faster. Holy... No, still look at that!
Oh!
Like I'm turning to Jerry
Okay.
Seinfeld getting upset about this shit.
What's up with that?
Those guys turning crazy! Look, do you see that one guy? They're like shaking their hands at each other. They're like, get out of here! Whoa!
What are you doing with my cart?
Okay, I was just curious. I thought maybe that was the one.
Imagine you could go over it and you could skip all those obstacles.
That's what I was imagining.
These guys all remind me of Smithers. Yeah.
Oh, they're the
Elf Smithers.
design, yeah.
Yeah, well, they're very plain. They have sort of boxy haircuts.
I love that it's like really hard to drive.
Oh, I figured out how to get through the second one.
Mm.
You have to wait. Yeah, you gotta wait for the first jump. You can't take the first jump if you want to take the second jump.
Oh.
Jesus, dude.
As far as I can tell, it doesn't have much of a durability system, so like I think I can just do that as long as I don't explode.
No, I don't think so, because I remember last time we damaged it, and it was like, it was chugging. We were going along, and it was sputtering smoke at the back. So go around this corner, and then you gotta cut hard right there.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's the only other way.
That's
I will also point out you have to do this 5 times.
Oh yeah.
It's not a 3-lap race.
I forgot we didn't do a sync.
Oh.
Oh. Sorry, me.
Yeah, I'm glad that's you.
Welcome to the fucking... I love that people get to see how like a lot of behind the scenes in the show.
I think behind the scenes is exciting. That's why people always put it in DVDs and shit. Oh no, oh no.
Oh, that one I didn't fucking get destroyed. Sure.
Yes, but if you glaze the underside, or glaze? If
If
you glaze the underside of your motorcycle, it won't run.
It tastes much sweeter. The sweeter the glaze, the better the ride.
One thing that I find bothers me is that I'll often see glaze in really stupid scenarios. Like, glaze makes sense if you're gonna have a cinnamon bun or a donut, but I've seen things glazed that just don't really make sense. Like one time I saw just like, it was like bread, but glazed. And I remember thinking, I'm either gonna go for the sweets, or I'm gonna avoid them altogether. I don't really think I want to kind of half-assed. You know, it's kind of like when you have some Raisin Bran, and then you put like 4 tablespoons of sugar in it. Kind of defeating the purpose. Just don't eat Raisin Bran. Just have some fucking Fruit Loops.
Yeah, or you get sugary Raisin Bran.
I don't know if they have that.
Scoops.
2 scoops of sugar in every box.
Oh, this is 5 laps, by the way.
Yeah, I just said that.
Did you?
Are you listening to me?
No, not really.
That's okay.
Am I supposed to be?
Yeah, well, I said you got to do this 5 times. I guess I didn't really
okay.
specify it was 5 laps.
You didn't say the word lap. I didn't pick up on the lap.
These little, do you have to do this race again? Do you remember? Or is this the last time?
Pretty sure this is the one where Arrow gets exploded.
Okay, so maybe it's the last one.
Oh no, that's in the 3rd game. I can't remember, because he comes back in the 3rd game and he's like a robot.
He's back in the 3rd game, but I think that means he gets defeated in this game, because he's not in the 3rd game other than that appearance.
Actually, he's like a bigger part of the 3rd game than the guy who's supposed to be the main bad guy.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought
he's all robot-y and she's a big asshole.
Oh, you're right. He's in after that point, but he's not in before that point.
Maybe.
Because before that point, you spend like the whole thing in the desert. We're talking about a game we're not even gonna get to yet.
We can just wait until it happens.
That's true, but what about the people that are curious now? What if I want to know now?
What about the people who are like, I'm not going to continue watching Jak 2 until you explain how Jak 3 plays out.
Oh no!
No!
Oh no!
No!
Oh no!
That's fucking horseshit.
Oh, you got caught in a rut, bro.
That is not my fault. I accept no responsibility.
Oh no!
Fuck! That's entirely my fault.
Oh, that was...
What a dumb fucking race,
That was
man.
harsh.
5 laps. Fuck you.
We just ride the one guy like that.
Go make a fucking... another revolutionary game series for 10 years.
I don't find that any of these are good scenes. These, the racing ones, the one where you're in the car in the 3rd game that's like on a stationary track.
Well, no, they perfected it in the 3rd game. I felt like all the extra stuff was really good in the 3rd game. Like, the glider is cool.
Well, the glider's cool, but I hated that car that you had to, like... It was essentially the same as that Ratchet and Clank hacking tool, where you had to, like, go around the edges and shoot the things.
I love those.
That scene?
Oh no, number 2 was bad. Yeah, number 1 was great though.
You don't like anything other than Ratchet 1, eh?
No.
Ever.
Say, okay, let me. Fuck yourself, man. This thing
Fuck
is
this
so
race.
fucking hard to control.
I know. You make it look easy sometimes, and then other times you make it look impossible.
Because it doesn't grip because it's a fucking hover vehicle. So like when you go over the hill too hard, you lose all your traction, which you didn't have in the first place.
Yeah, you lose traction when you're off the ground, but you don't have any traction when you're on the ground.
Right.
I don't really understand how that
no
works.
acceleration, so if you try to slow down around a corner, you're fucked. And then you do that,
And if you do
it's
so,
like straightaways you shouldn't use your boost, and fucking corners you're not supposed to use your boost.
I love that
And
you're
it's
just like immediately over that guy's head.
That's the
Just
only way to
restart.
do this shit, man.
Oh my god.
I
don't-
do love how Daxter like has like his feet up in the air when he goes up in the air.
It's cool. It's a neat idea. The jumping thing is dumb though, because if you jump...
Ah!
Oh no, I'm surprised you survived that. Was it a boost that killed you last time?
It was that boost. It was that spot.
Yeah, only boost there.
Yeah.
Pretty much, only there. There and over the gap.
So let me say what I gotta say about Ratchet and Clank, alright? So it is improved greatly in the second game in like only 2 or 3 different ways. Number 1, they added the Clank scenes are like really fucking cool in number 2. That's like one of the best things. That's it. There's no more number 2. I was gonna say number 2, they added an easy to use strafe function, but I actually think that's like the downfall of Ratchet and Clank. I think that's like the reason why that game was so great was because it was not a strafe game. It was because you had to like, fuck off, fuck
Did you just not
off.
jump
No,
right?
I jumped. It's just a stupid system.
Would you say that the Jack games are kind of plagued with the occasional mission like this?
No, this whole fucking game's been like this.
What do you mean?
Like every time we get into a moment that isn't regular gameplay, it's like clunky and what the fuck?
No, that's what I'm saying. Wouldn't you say that the Jack series in general is plagued with these not gameplay missions?
No, I would say Jack 1 and 2 are like that. And Jack 3 did pretty well. Although I might change my mind when we get to it. Who knows?
No, you know, now that you say, there's like the big gun that you have to fire in Jack 3, and there's the couple of car scenes, and there's a couple of track-based scenes, but it's not
Like, how am
nearly
I
as
supposed
bad.
to get around these fucking corners, man? That's fucking silly. Like, do I have to slow down? Is that really the answer?
I just think it's really stupid that the only way to corner at full speed is by jumping.
Yeah.
But I just think this race would be better if these weren't hover bikes. I think you're right. They would be way better if they were actually friction to the ground
Yeah.
and, you know, followed the laws of physics.
Alright, well.
See,
See, it's like, if I don't take those corners, I risk losing the whole fucking game.
what I would suggest to you... What do you mean, take these corners, like at speed?
No, if I don't take that shortcut, they're gonna pass me. Because somehow they can do corners better than me. I'm
What?
like, maybe I do need to slow down.
Yeah, I don't think they're actually going that much faster than you. I think you've been your own worst enemy a lot
I
of
think
this.
so, yeah.
But still use the boosts, not here. Here. 'Cause this part is actually flat. Dude, it'd be really cool if you could get like a golden one that was like the golden mushroom in Super Mario Kart. Where it just gives you infinite boosts. Oh no. Oh no, they catching. The Smithers are coming.
Oh, Mr. Burns, Mr. Burns, Mr. Burns, Mr. Burns.
All 7 of them at once.
What sounds does it make? What defines Smithers?
Smithers? I think what defines Smithers is his lack of definition in a way.
You remember that clip show where it's like, what's the deal with Smithers?
Yeah, I think you're fucked now.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Because this thing isn't even going to drive. It's dragging. It's like it's hanging in the back end.
Yeah, that's fine. I got this. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, they're so much faster than you
Oh,
now.
I got it. I got it. I got this. Don't worry.
Just trying.
Look, it's a show about entertaining, not success, okay?
It's got to be so much easier to corner when you're going this speed.
It actually is. Except now I'm like in the shit.
Dude. Now. Yeah! He's just
Look at
wobbling.
this guy. Smithers is like fucking showboating. He's like, look, I'm faster than you, and I'm not even trying.
I think what
Oh.
defined Smithers was being gay. That was his main thing.
Well, there was like
There's
that
no
clip-
way. There's no way.
There was that clip show where he's like, "What's the deal with Smithers?" And it's like this whole, whatever it's called. It's like a montage of shit, and it just comes back to Troy, and he's like, "He's gay."
Troy from...
Troy McClure.
Oh,
Troy McClure.
you might remember me from pretty much everything else The Simpsons does. Do you know have you seen the new show at all by Matt Groening?
I have not.
You've seen it on Netflix, Disenchantment?
Disenchantment, more like disappointment. That's just what I saw.
That's just a joke,
I
yeah.
saw. That's why I saw a very uninspired YouTube video title.
Yeah. Well, the reality is anyone's going to be disappointed with a show, right? It really, like...
Right, but
if
someone
you-
had to go out of their way to make a 25-minute video about why they didn't like it.
Oh,
It's a little
no.
different.
And that's what it was called?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know you think you're original. I know that sounds really cool, but
I
it's
don't
not.
think they think they're original. Who knows? Maybe they're like Pyro and they just like they're aware that they're like part of garbage content. I just really want to boost there.
It seems like an appropriate time.
It does.
And you could argue that it's a balancing idea, that you have to conserve when you use them. But ultimately, they've designed this race to be a full-out mad dash, and then they've put in all these things where you can't mad dash, so I don't really get it. But I want to watch it still, the Disenchantment show. Mostly because I really like Matt Groening, and I feel like that's what's bringing me.
It looks like it's trying too hard to be a parody of Game of Thrones.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, like the trailer has the guy dying on the Iron Throne. It's like covered in swords because he like puts his head on a sword.
Yeah, but then she promptly leaves. The cat, like, she promptly leaves to go on an adventure.
Right.
If it was about Game of Thrones.
Show on like a Game of Thrones joke. I don't know.
Well, that could just mean that's going to happen a lot. Like, the show could just be jammed full of
Constantly
references.
changing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe it could be good.
I'm just curious because I imagine if it's by Matt Groening, it's probably going to have some of the voice actors from The Simpsons and Futurama.
Probably.
Right,
Probably
the-
has Hank Azaria as like 8 different people.
Well, why wouldn't you hire Hank when he could do half the cast?
Yeah.
Just makes sense.
He is the Billy West of The Simpsons.
Billy West.
He's the guy who does everybody in Futurama.
Oh.
Or really, Billy West is the Hank Azaria of Futurama.
Yeah, it's the other way around. Billy West plays Fry and the Professor, right?
And the young version of himself, and
Zoidberg?
Zap, and Zoidberg,
Man, that's a lot of voices.
and Katie Seagal plays
That dude is actually super cool, too. What'd you say his name was?
Billy West.
Billy West. Yeah, he's actually very interesting.
Yeah, he's a neat guy. But you know who else is neat? Me for beating that fucking level.
I'm actually so happy we're out of that race.
I thought you were gonna say impressed, and I was gonna say that's a little too much.
Well, yeah.
It wasn't. It was actually.
I'm not like...
It's not so much impressive as it should be embarrassing that it took me that long.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I can agree with that.
I have something to just like quickly go over, and I know that the frequency of me talking about Rainbow Six Siege is pretty high for a show that doesn't actually have the game. But anyway, recently, so what they do is when there's a new character and a new map, they put it on the technical test server so that they can figure out the shit before it goes out live, right? They do that for 2 weeks. And this time, they nerfed a character before they were even released. And that was the news story. And I was like, why isn't the news story that you've never done that before? Why is the news story that your technical test server has never yielded changes to things before they come out?
Well, isn't that... Yeah, that's
That should be-
more impressive than...
No, it's not actually, because I play the game and there's so many things that should have been changed before they came out that they had 2 weeks of test time to figure out, right?
It's only on there for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
That is not enough time.
These problems are like these are like balancing issues, not bugs and polish.
Still, though, it should be I personally think you should public test for at least a month.
It's a new character though, not a new game, right?
Oh, I'm aware. I've seen many other games that have public test realms that come out like way in advance, like at least
Well,
a
maybe
month.
that's the issue then.
I'm thinking so.
Maybe they don't do anything because they don't have enough time.
Well, dude, in 2 weeks, when you think about even the people who play a lot and are really dedicated to it, it's really not that much playtime.
Well, when you're collecting metadata from millions of people, it is.
but it doesn't allow the character to be tried and tested by someone who's essentially become an expert in the character. I find that's where bugs start to become a problem, is when someone becomes so good with the character that they start finding all these things the character can do that no one thought of. You know what I mean?
Allow me to add one more thing to that, which is that the technical test server is on PC, and all of the YouTubers are PC. So the best people in the world are immediately on the test server playing that new character.
Okay, so then maybe not. 2 weeks, I suppose it is a shooter.
Am I not supposed to do the course?
You just got that?
That was weird.
All right, well, I'm not going to turn it down. No, shoot the mustard one.
Oh, didn't have a choice.
Oh, that was easy.
I forgot it has like a crazy splash damage. All right, Ubisoft, maybe you're all right.
Maybe we can forgive you.
Whoa!
That's a lot of splash.
That was dangerous. This thing is like a weapon of mass destruction.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? Those weapons that the Gungans have in the first Star Wars movie. Whatever those called, the Boomas.
The Boomas. Yoo, just wait.
Oh my God, the first Star Wars. What a fantastic film.
I'm really excited for Whack-A-Mole.
Yeah, that's late in the
Errol.
game though, right?
It's time for what the fuck is going on with this vehicle? It's got like crazy good handling. What the fuck is that?
Oh, so
Look at this thing.
So this is actually.
Ah!
Oh, you're done now.
Oh,
Oh, you're done now.
it's all good. I got this. Ha!
Oh man, did you notice that there was signs for Errol's face everywhere?
Oh, is he wanted?
No, I think he's like idolized. Because his face was all over the place as we drove here.
I can jump with this thing.
So they put you on a vehicle that is available in the regular game, but does not handle like regular vehicles in the game.
No.
Can you even change hover zones?
No.
Gotta say, they should have given you a different vehicle, or they should have just not done this mission, or they should have just had you race Errol with the regular vehicle.
They also threw civilians into the games. The random element everyone loves. This is what I'm talking about. The third game I remember playing almost flawlessly. Like the last time you and I played it at Christmas.
Well, also the driving elements in that game make sense. Driving elements in this game.
Look at that! Like a random element just stopped me from getting that. I bumped into something I could. Oh yeah, this is really.
Jesus Christ!
This is really nice. Really appreciate this.
Naughty Dog. The fuck.
Yeah, 12 years ago. Get it straight. Although we should play what they're making now, because you may think it was a step back. Did I say that out loud?
Well, at least he righted you a little bit.
Man, that was nice.
To me, it just
think,
seems like
Uncharted 4 was a pretty cool game. It had some nice graphics, had some good characters and voice acting. I'm really appreciating how this guy doesn't have to go through.
Yeah, I just realized that.
Yeah, that's nice.
The hoops give you a boost, which is cool, but I always wonder, did they play this? And I'm not talking about testers. I'm talking about the people who made the game. Because this and the bike racing scene, you know what I almost guarantee you it was? They decided they were going to go in the game, and by the time they'd made them, they'd put so much money into making the scenes that they just fixed them up so they were good enough.
Yeah.
That's my honest to God guess. As that
I'm rubbing off on you.
He can't even get around the corner.
You are saying stuff that I have always been saying, that recently I've just tried to like dial back. Not because I've stopped believing it, but I'd rather just say it like in mid show and then like leave it and then just like try to relax on this show. And now you're picking up.
It just makes me wonder.
The thing is, like, I want to do it on mid-show, and then when I write it in mid-show, I put it in the first time, and I'm like, I don't like this part because it's just negative, and I don't need that in my life. So then I just remove it. So that's how I removed. He is plowing people. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I do at least like that he hits them as well, so that you're not alone in that.
This is actually like really unrefined, though.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have to go through the gates. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, the boost though is like not that great because it's like a thing that I don't get a control over. So if I'm aiming wrong, it's like it just really fucks me.
Well, you also only get that boost for what, 0.7 seconds?
Fuck. And I'm gonna go backwards. Yep,
Oh
thank
my
you.
god.
What? I went through it backwards, so fuck me. What?
Are you serious? Holy shit. All right. This is the episode now. Races.
this is the same episode.
We couldn't have even just... Well, that's what I mean. We started with a race. We're going to end with a race. We couldn't have even had a little training mission for the fucking Peacemaker in the middle. No, it's over.
I'm gonna fucking
Dude, there's no way you're going to catch him. You
I'm
could
gonna
barely
lose
keep
my
up to him.
poop. Alright, well, we don't normally do this, but thank you for joining us.
Next time, Errol's ass.
I need to be fresh, like Errol's ass.